Caitlin Clark finally broke her silence and spoke to the media today, and she addressed all of this stuff. One, she didn't pretend like it wasn't a flagrant foul. She called out the refs. She said it should have been a flagrant foul on Alyssa Thomas. Let's not lose sight of that, okay? Two, she also addressed all of the online hate as she has before. She also called out the media for not paying enough attention to the actual basketball and focusing more on these.
One bad call can change a game, but when missed whistles keep happening again and again, fans stop blaming one referee and start questioning the whole system. Now, with this alleged audio leak spreading online, the WNBA is facing a serious trust problem. Because at this point, it is not just about basketball, it is about credibility.
How about the flopping? Flopping, big conversation.
Yeah, and it's been a conversation. I would only say that there's a difference between telling a call, exaggeration, and a true flop, which is where you're actually fooling the referees. I think sometimes even as I sit in the stands at games, players may be falling down, players may be reacting to a call, but then me, if they're not fooling the referees, it's like, okay, players are taught to sell calls these days. Can officiating get better? Of course. We're always working on that. Can officials get fooled occasionally? We're always looking at that as well. The officiating is incredible. I will also add one other piece to it, because I know there's always controversy.
A-League grows when fans get moments they cannot forget, but it loses trust when those same fans feel the whistle changes depending on who has the ball.
Address, what's going on with AT. It's absolutely unacceptable. There's been so much more toxicity, racism, homophobia. It is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community. Most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe, not coming from WNBA fans. I believe that this is people who are using our league, using our players to further divisive agendas. And if you are one of these people that are online doing this, do not call yourself a WNBA fan. Our league is about inclusiveness. Our league is about...
That contradiction has followed the WNBA all season. Even during one of its biggest years, every questionable whistle has kept the same debate alive.
You can't say everybody needs to do better and then specifically say league office needs to do better. They named the league about 3 times, and I just don't think it's a league problem. I think I'm getting so tired of talking about this because it's the same argument over and over. I'm not saying that the league has got it right.
They don't.
At some point, the players also have to take some sort of change.
No one can deny the WNBA is bigger than ever. Ratings are up, arenas are packed, and new fans are finally paying attention. But with more attention comes more pressure, and every bad call now gets magnified.
Worst marketed league in the history of leagues. They're absolute morons. That's the answer. Nobody has ever come into the league like she has, and it's jealousy. And it's that they don't want her getting a special. She gets nothing. So Sophie's right. Like, she gets treated and attacked and harassed differently than virtually every player. She's had it since she entered the league, and you see her getting abused and no whistle and no.
Caitlin Clark changed the attention around the WNBA almost overnight. Every game feels bigger when she is on the floor. But that level of attention also means every foul, every collision, and every no call gets replayed instantly. And that is where the problem grows. Some clips go viral without full context. Fans see 6 seconds, form an opinion, and the debate explodes before the game is even over. In today's sports world, perception can move faster than the truth.
We'll start here. Caitlin Clark officially wins Eastern Conference Player of the Week. You see it here, 22 points on 46% shooting, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Caitlin Clark wins Eastern Conference Player of the Month, and that is all while having a ball hog in Kelsey Mitchell. That is while getting pulled out of the game left and right by Stephanie White, having her minutes cut. All of this stuff, she still wins Eastern Conference.
Every missed call now turns into evidence for fans online. The rumors made it even worse, with some people claiming corruption or secret favoritism. But right now, there is no verified public proof behind those bigger claims. The real issue is consistency. When similar plays get different whistles, trust starts to break, and once fans trust, every close game becomes suspicious.
Problem. And I think that everybody bears responsibility, including Caitlin Clark, in a little bit of this. And I know people are shocked to hear that, but everybody's got to be better.
I'm with you. I'm so tired of this, and my look is just kind of like, I'm really disappointed in the entire WNBA in the last couple of years, and I feel like what you're saying is like, even though the office, the league, whatever, the officials, whoever's running it, they are 100% I think, deserve most of the blame.
Stephanie White became the face of that frustration. Her reactions went viral because Fever fans felt she was saying what they were already thinking. In the Phoenix matchup, that debate got louder. Fans believed Clark and Boston were absorbing contact without the same whistle Phoenix was getting. And whether fair or not, it raised a real question. Do veteran players get respect from officials faster than younger stars?
You'd have quotes from team owners, from players, from the commissioner that was just asinine. They just don't want to accept how important she is. The only reason they are flying private is because of her. The only reason they have a new CBA is because of her. But somehow it's seen as a sign of disrespect to like the players that came before or whatever if you give her.
This debate is not new to basketball, but Caitlin Clark's spotlight has made every possession feel bigger. Now fans are not just arguing about one foul. They are asking whether the league has a trust problem. And that is dangerous for the WNBA because the talent is not the issue. The problem is when great basketball gets overshadowed by whistles, reviews, and officiating debates.
I would have to go back and investigate, is this just her, or is this like stuff that they're missing on a bunch of other players that just isn't being brought to their attention because it's not the notoriety of Caitlin Clark? That could 100% be true. I don't know, right? That would take a lot of analyzing and a lot of basketball to watch. But, you know, I think, unfortunately, with this specific scenario and their ability to go and review when you have someone saying, like, you need to go check that out live during the game, and you're still not doing it.
Players want the game to be remembered for basketball, not officiating. But Clark entered a league built on physicality, and her popularity made every hit look bigger. Some contact is just competitive basketball. The issue is viral clips rarely show the full game. One bump, one collision, or one no call can spread fast, and suddenly, a single moment starts shaping the entire story.
We have a problem in Indiana. The Indiana Fever may have just backed themselves into a corner. I've waited a very long time to tell you guys what I learned today. It all comes down to one decision involving Caitlin Clark. For the past year, we watched one of the biggest stars in basketball seemingly operate without full control of the offense. We've seen questionable rotations, questionable offensive schemes, injuries pile up, and constant debates over whether this coaching staff is actually putting Caitlin Clark in the best position to succeed.
Distrust did not stay with Indiana. Soon, fans from other teams were posting their own clips and asking the same question. Where is the accountability? It is no longer just about missed calls. Fans want to know how referees are reviewed, how assignments are made, and why controversial games rarely come with real transparency. And with sports betting now part of the conversation, every whistle carries even more pressure.
Also why your league has always been a huge embarrassing failure. It's also why your league has always been rejected by most of America. That was Indiana Clark's head coach Stephanie White discussing the brutal, vicious attack on Caitlin Clark by Al Thomas. Now, as you just saw, instead of Steph White coming to the defense of her only star player, hell, the only star player in the history of this dump of a...
That is why perception and proof must stay separate. A bad whistle can create suspicion, but suspicion alone is not evidence. For players, the only option is to keep adjusting, keep competing, and move on to the next game. For Clark, every night still brings a new storyline, whether it is a deep three, a brilliant pass, or another moment everyone wants to replay.
Silver and the people in charge of the NBA blow my mind sometimes. Because despite what NBA Twitter will tell you, the NBA is in a great place right now in terms of growth, popularity, and how the game itself is growing. Then I check social media and I see this. The NBA is testing out a one free throw rule in the summer league. What are we doing here? I feel like we're in an AAU tournament or a men's league doing this. Here are the basic rules. When free throws are awarded, one free throw is worth 1. 2 and 3 points will be attempted. Standard NBA.
The problem is that Clark's best moments often get buried under officiating debates. Big shots, strong wins, and great plays should be the story. But when the whistle feels unpredictable, coaches cannot prepare players with confidence. That is why Stephanie White defending her team mattered. Fans saw it as more than emotion, they saw it as accountability.
After digging through the salary cap, the new CBA, rookie extension rules, the epic contract, restricted free agency, and the core designation, I believe the Indiana Fever have created a situation where they may not be able to keep everyone they want. And depending on what Caitlin Clark decides to do next, Indiana could be forced into one of the biggest franchise-altering decisions in WNBA history. This is no exaggeration. If Caitlin signs her epic contract, the financial implications become massive. If she doesn't sign it, she preserves flexibility, but that comes with its own...
The debate has become too divided. Fans are not just watching the game anymore, they are defending their side. That is why transparency matters. Clearer explanations, stronger referee reviews, and better communication could help rebuild trust. Because the WNBA no longer has an attention problem. It has a credibility problem, and trust has to be protected as much as the product on the court. If you believe Caitlin Clark deserves fair treatment, consistent whistles, and the same respect every star earns on the court, then make your voice heard. Because this is bigger than one player. It is about protecting the game, protecting the fans' trust, and making sure Caitlin's greatness is remembered for basketball, not controversy. Drop your thoughts below and tell me honestly, is the WNBA doing enough to protect its biggest star?